Hey guys, it's Lena again. Last time we talked about what credit really is, a risk evaluation system, not a judgment of who you actually are. Today we're going to slow things down and do something very important. We're going to learn how to read a credit report line by line without panic, without guessing, and without emotions. Hopefully by the end of this, you'll be able to read your credit report and not look confused and it'll start looking like a document you can actually work with. Let's get into it. If you guys find this helpful, please subscribe. That's the way that I can continue to bring these to you without money, without people to actually listen to me. Then I'm just here by myself. So please do me a favor. Please subscribe. Let's get into it. Okay, so why credit reports confuse people? So most people open their credit report and immediately feel overwhelmed. They see numbers everywhere, dates they don't recognize, terms they've never been taught, so they skim it, panic, or give up. That reaction is normal, but truly unnecessary. A credit report is not complicated, it's structured. And once you understand what each section means and why it exists, the report stops being intimidating and starts becoming a powerful tool. So let's go over the personal information section. That's usually the section 1. This includes your name variations, current and previous addresses, date of birth, and sometimes your employer information. This section does not affect your credit score at all. Its purpose is identification and not evaluation. However, errors here still matter. So if your name is spelled incorrectly or you have addresses that are not linked to you, these addresses can actually be linked to your report and to accounts that don't belong to you. So if you do see addresses that you don't recognize, then that's something that you need to take care of right away. Ask me for help. I'm happy to help. When reviewing this section, you're simply asking, does this information belong to me? And like I said, if it doesn't, it should be corrected immediately. Okay. The next part is the account summary. Usually the trade lines. This is the core of your credit report. Each account, also called a trade line, is listed individually and contains critical information. Here's the mind shift I want you to make. You are not looking at the account emotionally. You are looking at how it is being reported. That is data review, not self-judgment. It doesn't matter if you have if it's negative, if it's not on time. Look at this side and make sure that everything stands out correctly. If you need help, again, ask me for help. I'm happy to assist. Okay, the account statuses. So account status is the first line you should read on every trade line. It tells lenders whether the account is open, which is an active account, paid if the balance is satisfied, closed, no longer active, late, meaning that the payment is probably overdue, charged off, or sent to collections, which is if it's charged off or sent to collections, it's usually sent to some type of agency, or your original creditor is holding onto that, but it is reporting to your credit report. This single line heavily influences how lenders perceive you. An account can be paid and still be negative. An account can be closed and still be damaging. The key insight here is simple. Paid does not automatically mean positive. Reporting statuses matter more than balances do. So please make sure that this information is reporting correctly. Okay, your payment history. This shows month by month behavior using symbols or sometimes numbers. It tells lenders where payments on time, how late were they, how often did it happen, how often did the late payments happen. Lenders focus on three things: how frequent late payments were, how recent they are, and when the pattern and whether the pattern is improving. So meaning if you had a couple of late payments and then you started paying on time, when did that start happening? Did that happen this year? Did it happen last year? Older late payments matter less over time. Recency matters more than the history length, actually. So keep that in mind. Late payments usually show up 30, 60, or 90 days. These are the ones that are going to hurt you the most. And of course, having frequent late payments looks really bad when it comes to lenders. That's why I'm here and I assist people all the time with getting those 60 and 90 days off, and those 30 days late as well, because the less late payments that you have on your credit report, the better your score is and the better it looks to lenders. Okay. Balances versus credit limit. So the credit limit is usually the maximum limit that you have available across all of your credit lines. So that can be credit cards, home equity lines, anything that someone gave you credit and it is attached to your credit report. Your current balances, basically the amount that you owe now, and that's all of your balances all together, and also your highest balances or the peak amount. So if you had one credit card and that credit limit $1,000 and the highest that you've ever spent on that credit card was $500, then the highest balance or the peak amount on that card would most likely be the $500. So like I said, this is where utilization lives. The credit limit is going to be your maximum available credits, the current balances, what you owe now, and the highest balances, the most you've ever used. Lenders calculate utilization using the reported balances, not what you plan to pay later. Even one maxed out card can drag down your entire portfolio. So meaning if you have a MasterCard and the limit on that MasterCard is $1,000 and you use $1,000, then that can hurt your credit. You want to get that down the best way possible as quickly as possible. There are a lot of different ways that you can move those balances down. You can transfer balances into other credit cards. Again, if you need assistance, please let me know. I'm happy to help. Utilization is not a punishment, it's a behavior signal. It's something that can be worked on, and I'm definitely here to assist you guys the best way possible. Okay, date open and age account. This section shows how long that account has existed. The longer account ages build trust with lenders and shows stability in habits and reduces perceived risk. Which means that the longer that you have an account open, and the longer that you've made great payments to that account, the better that it looks it looks to the lender. This is why closed old accounts without a reason can also hurt your profile. So if it was closed by the lender and it doesn't say why, it can usually hurt. Age adds credibility. Time is an asset in credit. So if you can, keeping the longest credit open is the best thing that you can possibly do. If you have a credit card college that still only has a $500 credit limit, but you don't have other credit, you don't have a lot of other credit cards, keep that credit card open. Don't close it, even if you don't use it. You can. There are actually different ways to use that credit card. I can definitely teach you guys how. Let me know. I'm happy to help with that as well. Okay, your payment status versus your payment history. These are not the same. These two things are often confused, but again, they are not the same. Payment status tells you how the account is currently reported. Payment history shows how it behaved in the past. An account can be current today and still have past damage. An account can be closed and still be reported as delinquent. Meaning that you can have such as a repossession. They repoed the car, but because you still haven't paid on it, it's still delinquent. You still owe. There are ways to get repossessions off of your credit report as well. Let me know. I'm happy to help. Always read both sections together and read them carefully. Never assume that something cannot be fixed. And here we are with collections, charge-off, and inquiry. So collection are ones that you owe money. They usually don't show up with your good accounts. They're usually lower than those. When reviewing them, always check the collection agency name, the original creditor, the date of first delinquency, and the balance. Collections often can contain errors, wrong dates, duplicate reporting, misdocumentation, and those are the things that we actually use to help get these collections off of your account. So if you do see any type of errors on your credit report, let me know. I'm happy to help and try to get these off of your report. Charge-offs means the creditor stopped collecting, but the debt does not disappear. Inquiries also tell a story. Hard inquiries affect your score not drastically, but if you have too many hard inquiries, it can affect your credit score. Too many recent inquiries signal urgency to lenders, meaning that you're looking for money, that you need it urgently. So it does look bad on your credit report. All of these sections reveal behavior patterns to lenders. So if you are going to be looking for credit, if you buying a house, if you looking to get a new car, looking to start a business, anything like that, talk to me first, so that we can get you set up for success, instead of you just going out and ruining your credit and not being able to satisfy the needs and wants that you're looking for. There are ways to reading your credit report like a professional. When reviewing your credit report, don't ask yourself, how bad is this? Ask, is this accurate? Is it complete? Is it consistent across all bureaus? Meaning that when you look at your credit report, you should see Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax. If you have an account, let's say it's from a hospital, does it show up and does everything match on each credit bureau? So if the collection is $500, does it show $500 across TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian? If you have a delinquent payment on that hospital account, does it show that the delinquent payment started in January across TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian? If it shows on TransUnion that the delinquency started in January, but on TransUnion it says February, and on Equifax it says June, that's a red flag that you need to look at right away, and you need to let me know so I can assist you the best way possible. Um, does it make sense chronologically, like I just said? Is it reporting legally? So is this creditor actually, if it can they actually report this charge off on your credit report? That matters as well. A credit report is not a judgment, it is a data file. Credit reporting agencies are not government agencies. They are public companies. When you read it calmly, line by line, you take back control. Clarity creates control. Control creates strategy. And I am here to help you with that strategy. If you need anything, please let me know. I'm happy to help. You can reach me at HLSMcLain, MCCLAIN @gmail.com. You can leave comments in the comment sections, or you can reach me across most platforms at HLSMcLain, MCCLAIN, across TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. Leave me comments, DM me, let me know how I can help. It's great to be here with you guys, and I'll see you next time.